So we are on, and you are on video.
Awesome.
Oh,
So here's what I would like to talk about this evening. We should talk about the things that are good that we're watching now that are out and about.
Ah, well, I can start because we just finished watching the first season over again of The Flight Attendant.
Okay.
Because we watched it with my son. We thought he'd like it, and the new season, if you didn't know, is coming out in 10 days.
Oh, I didn't know there was going to be a second.
Yeah, it's coming out April 21st.
Okay.
So that's one of the things that I am currently watching. Well, actually in the middle now of and waiting for
Okay.
the next season to come out. There's others, but I'll pass it off to one of you.
Interesting. Well, I'll go with.
Oh God, I guess Pete didn't want to do this extracurricular.
Well, he got kicked off downloading the
Jesus.
other thing. Well, I'll just start off with one of the things that you and I are watching right now on HBO.
Okay, I bet you're gonna say Winning Time, right?
Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers. That is a lot of fun.
Did you watch it last night?
Yes.
Because I thought last night was pretty boring.
You know, it doesn't move fast. That's the one thing that kind of drives me.
It doesn't. That's the thing. And I really, and some people maybe don't because they're not into sports as much. I really enjoy the basketball part of it.
Mhm.
And like last night had zero of the basketball part of it. It was
right.
You know, when I read that this Jack McKinney actually did almost die in a bike accident, I was shocked. And I was waiting for that episode to kind of, but it just didn't. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan last night. So.
Well, and I didn't know that he had that bicycle. I mean, they've been, obviously they're trying to be accurate. I mean, they dramatize a lot of stuff, I'm sure. But I finished that episode and looked right online. I'm like, seriously, the guy had a serious bike accident. I could not believe that.
That's where I got confused because I always heard of Paul Westhead, and I thought Paul Westhead was the coach that won. And so when they hired this guy, before that episode ended, I had to stop and look it up and say, well, who the hell's Jack McKinney and what happened?
Mm-hmm.
And then I read that and I was like, what an amazing, crazy story.
Right. Well, and I love that
and how tragic for that guy. My God.
Jason Segel is Paul Westhead. That's fun. I like the actors in it.
Yeah.
I think they all do a very good job. Another show that I just finished the first season of is Severance on Apple TV. That I would compare a little bit to Lost in that you don't really know what's going on. So the basis of the show is that they put an implant in your brain, and when you go to work, you don't have any recollection of your personal life, and when you leave work, you don't have any recollection of your work life.
You talked about this.
We discussed this
last week. Was that off the clock?
Yeah, I thought that was off the clock.
Oh, okay. So
might have been.
I just know why, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
So I finished that first season. That was a lot of fun. And then another one I think off of Apple TV is The After Party, which is a murder mystery show. Mm-hmm. So I would recommend that. I think it's 8 or 9 episodes, but it's very fun. Kind of quirky, very funny. So I'd recommend that one as well.
Another show that we're in a holding pattern on because Ozark came out like a month ago, so we watched all that, and now I think the second part of the finale here comes out at the end of April, so I think it's coming up soon. So
okay,
excited for that.
Sweet.
Pete, have you had time to watch anything?
We watched a movie last night. I don't have any series other than Seinfeld that I'm working my way through right now, and Friends we watch as a family. But when they're gone, I'm just working my way through the Seinfeld series. We did as a family watch a movie last night, Pixels, with Adam Sandler.
Oh wow!
That was a while ago. Yeah.
It was 2015.
Yep.
I didn't hate it. I liked it.
Why I don't know. I watched it once with my Isaac. I don't remember it being very good, but I don't remember hating it either. It was just a movie.
We enjoyed it as a family because it's something that my kids enjoy, the video game aspect of it. And so it's we're usually trying to find movies that appeal to everybody in the family because that was a good movie that you can enjoy as an adult, because it is action packed and everything. And then the kids enjoy the fact that it's about Donkey Kong and Pac-Man, and and so they enjoy those kinds of movies a little bit. We watched 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. We watched Ready Player One. That's a good movie too.
Yep, I've seen that.
A similar
I read
kinda
that book.
concept
Have
where
you
it's all
seen
these
Free
pop
Guy?
culture references.
Have you watched Free
No,
Guy?
no, I've heard
I
of
Oh
would
it.
yeah, we
recommend
watched Free
that.
Guy like 2 or 3 weeks ago. That was really good.
I would recommend that one, Pete.
I've been waiting.
That's a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
that's one you can watch. Brecken would like it, I'm sure.
Yep.
And
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll have to take a
Well,
look
and
at
that's
that one.
got who's the main Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds,
Reynolds.
main actor. And
Okay.
I would watch him read the phone book. I absolutely love Ryan Reynolds.
So would Kim.
Wow.
He
Wow.
can do no wrong in my book.
Is he in your
So
top 5 list? Is he in your
he is in my
He,
top
he
five.
was in
all time?
Kim's. Remember how I said, "Who's your top 5?" Ryan Reynolds.
That's right.
Ryan Reynolds,
Who's in your
Ryan Reynolds,
top?
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, that's it.
So speaking of watching stuff, we had spring break, and unlike Pete, I didn't go anywhere, so I just watched all kinds of stuff. So Coda, I've told you, was amazing.
I
Yes.
watched it. I thought it was awesome.
Did you watch it, Pete?
No.
Oh, I thought you just said yes, like you had. And
No,
then
because I remember you
Belfast.
talking about it. It's about the deaf family. This one non-deaf kid in a deaf family.
Belfast was also amazing. I love both of those. The other Best Picture nominee I watched was Licorice Pizza, which was just god awful, terrible, and I tons of people love that movie. I just do not understand it. I cannot.
Who's in it?
Nobody, but I mean, Sean Penn has a small part. Bradley Cooper has a
I was going to
cameo.
say, I thought Bradley Cooper was
That's
in it.
somebody's.
It's like nothing. It's Paul Thomas Anderson, who, I love Boogie
Okay.
Nights. I love Magnolia. I love There Will Be Blood. He made all those. But this is just, it's ridiculous. It's about a 25-year-old girl and a 15-year-old boy, like a love story. It's gross. If you flip it around, you'd never make that movie. I don't understand
Right.
why people think this is like interesting. And there's no plot, and I don't know. It's whatever.
Not a fan. All right.
But then I watched a couple old movies. I had texted you guys. I've been wanting to watch, speaking of Eugene Levy, I've been wanting to watch Armed and Dangerous for a long time. Him and John
Oh,
Candy
yeah.
Right. Yes.
and Meg Ryan. Awful
Bad
movie.
taste.
That movie is awful.
Bad
That
taste is not a crime, Your Honor.
That was not worth
I remember that line.
whatever I paid to rent that. On the other hand, I've been wanting to watch Dragnet for a long time, and I still love Dragnet. Oh my
yes,
God.
that's a good
Tom
one.
Hanks back then. I
I don't think I've ever watched Dragnet.
Are you kidding?
Oh, we got to do that one.
No,
No.
that's 87.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Maybe I should. Did you have to buy that one? What was it on?
I rented it. It was on Apple TV or Amazon where you could rent it. I don't
Oh,
remember.
where you could rent it. Okay.
I
also
can tell you it was
watched-
87 because when I went to the Game 6 of the Twins World Series where Ken Herbeck hit a grand slam,
Mhm.
it was the last afternoon game ever played in the World Series. And that night, my brother and me went in Dinkytown and saw Dragnet at the movie theater.
Where
Wow.
was the movie theater in Dinkytown?
Well, it's the Varsity Theater now. It's
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That was a movie theater back then, and we went to Dragnet the same night after the Twins won.
Okay. That's cool.
It sounds like a great day.
It was a great day.
I did tell you guys that I watched the trial of the Chicago 7.
Yes.
That was very good. While I was watching it, I actually went online and read all about it. So like, I was looking for where they dramatize stuff and from what I read, there was, they covered it very well.
And the thing that you would think was the most ridiculous is the judge. And my brother had watched it and kind of warned me that he had looked and that judge was like that bad, which is just shocking.
Right. Well, when you read about the appeal, that was one thing I wish they would have covered just so you could kind of go, yeah, fuck the judge, like, because he was so bad. It was just really interesting how everything was won on appeal, and all the charges of contempt were appealed. I mean, just so much stuff, and everything about Bobby Seale. I mean, it was just crazy how that judge wouldn't allow him counsel. Like, how do you not allow a person counsel? It's just unbelievable. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Did you haven't then watched Promising Young Woman yet, right?
No, I have not.
Gotta
Courtney
watch that.
just got into the morning show.
Oh,
She spent Friday night and the weekend watching the first 2 seasons. I don't know if she got through the second season, but she
really?
really enjoys it.
We watched the first season and it was hard to get through, and we watched the first episode of season 2 and quit. It was just I could not
Couldn't do it.
that show.
She's been enjoying it. I don't know if it's because she's in an HR role.
I mean, there was some good stuff in there.
she
And like the
likes-
first season, it was okay, but it ended. It was just so like the ending was really something, and then the season 2 was just like, this is not going our way.
Okay. Yeah, and I've heard that the second season wasn't nearly as good as the first. But I have not delved into that one yet. So
All right.
Oh, I
Talking-
watched one other movie on
go
break
ahead.
too,
okay.
Varsity Blues, because we got that coming up in May. So
Oh,
Awesome.
There you go.
I still need to watch that. But
why don't we do a quick little preview of our May here while we're at it?
might as well.
Do you got the notes? I don't got the notes.
I got the
it.
notes.
What's going on in May?
So our first episode, hopefully you're watching this, Brian. Not
Mhm.
you guys, Brian. Our classmate, Brian. It's going to be Office Space, so we'll be contacting you in the next short time here about picking a date for that. We got one more episode to record before that. And then we're going to do a 2-parter on the Foo Fighters because Pete and I, first of all, they had an album come out in 99,
Yep.
which is one of their best albums. But Pete and I are super fans, so with Taylor Hawkins dying and this album coming out during that year, it was a perfect chance to finally do something we would do all along, which is talk about the Foo Fighters.
And we will be welcoming to the stage.
And we're going to have our good friend Dave back, who
What?
was on this show, he actually like Larry David, co-creator of the show.
Right?
Awesome.
Awesome.
And then what else we got in 99? We got Varsity Blues.
So
What
first,
you got?
Yep, I've got for episode 4, because we got 5 Mondays
Yep.
in May. The 4th episode will be on The West Wing,
Correct.
one of my all-time favorite television shows. So we'll be covering a couple episodes, one in season 1 and one in season 2 for that. And then go ahead.
I was just going to say, we got a good variety of TV, music, and film in
Mhm.
1999.
And more.
And we're wrapping it up with another guest for the 5th week. We got Gomez coming on from Playlist Wars.
Yeah, for the Varsity Blues episode,
And
because
he'll
it's one
be
of
on
his
for Varsity
all-time favorite
Blues.
movies.
Yes.
So that'll be fun.
I can't wait.
Right? It's going to be awesome.
All right. If you're watching this, let us know. Let us know that this is worth it. Let us know what else we can do for you.
Right. Short of stripping.
To pay you back, to show our appreciation.
Pete's like, I'm all right. I've been working on my beach spot.
Yeah.
All right.
All
I'm gonna hit the button.
All right.
Okay, hit the button.
Mash it.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.